I wanted to make a song that captured the essence of an existential crisis. And this is essentially what I came up with. I have these chords that are doing that bendy sound via the MPE effect in Ableton, as you can see. Now, a lot of my music was actually born from an existential crisis. And recently someone was telling me how they did some shrooms and they had a rather negative experience. It gave them a lot of fear and doubt about what they were doing in their life. And usually when you do psychedelics, it gives you a very strong confrontation with reality. And it got me thinking, like, hey, I've certainly faced that myself. In fact, my music came from that place of having lost everything. When I had cancer, I had to face my mortality. When my best friend died, I lost someone who was so close to me, basically my brother. So there were numerous points in my life where I had to seriously face the reality and be like, nothing is going to last forever. What am I doing with my time on this earth? And so my music was born from that place of having to face that existential crisis, but power through the fear, connect to your deepest purpose, and build the exact life that you want. And I think when you have an existential crisis, it's really because you've lost touch with what your real purpose is on this earth. When you spend a lot of time kind of just floating around, being comfortable, but you're not going 100% after your dream life, there's a nagging voice in the back of your head that's telling you something. It could be saying, hey, we could be doing more. We're not doing enough. Or you're wasting your time here. Now it could be subtle. It may not be loud. It might be very quiet at first. But the longer you go on not actually doing shit that's meaningful, not actually building the exact life that you dream of, that voice starts getting louder and louder and louder. And eventually, you'll have a moment where it hits you, and now it becomes too loud to ignore. Sometimes that happens when you do psychedelics. Sometimes it just happens when something bad happens in life. But there's always a breaking point when your mind will tell you, enough is enough, I cannot take this anymore. And that discomfort that you're feeling, it's not depression. It's not really sadness. It's just your body is trying to tell you, hey, we need to change direction. We need to actually dive into our fear, do the thing that scares us, because that is where our dream life is waiting. On the other side of your fear, your actual destiny is waiting. You can't wait for the world to tell you, hey, now's the time. This is a good time to do it. Everything's in order. Everything is looking great. You can't wait for circumstances to start pursuing your purpose. This is the mistake that everyone makes. They want everything to line up perfectly, and then and only then will they feel secure enough to finally go after what they want to do. That's not how it works. You can't live your dream life without taking risks, without trading something. You have to be willing to trade something. And in this case, it's going to be certainty. You have to be willing to trade the feeling of certainty of the outcome for an extended period of time. And you must learn to actually enjoy the process of building your exact life. Because when you really look at what your purpose is, it's not to get a certain vanity metric. I used to chase vanity metrics. I was obsessed with getting certain views, numbers, followers, whatever, things in the external world. I was obsessed with the vanity metrics. But the more I chased these things, the more I realized it would just further disconnect me from my purpose, from my music, from the quality of work I'm doing. It would frustrate me, it would stress me out, it would take me out of here and put my mind somewhere over there. And I was perpetually in this mode of saying to myself, I'll feel okay when this happens or when that happens. But it was never right now. It was never, now is enough. It's never, why is it never enough right now? Why does there always have to be just that one thing has to get fixed? Or if I had this one thing happen, I'll be okay. Why is it always like that? Why do humans live their entire lives in that state? So I realized, okay, vanity metrics is not the end goal. What is the end goal? What do I really want? And it hit me. I was like, what I want more than anything, my ultimate purpose is to just share my consciousness with the world and help other people evolve with me. And music is the tool by which I reach them. It's just the tool. But ultimately, I'm trying to share my consciousness. That's it. And I think everyone is. Whether you do it through medicine or painting or teaching or whatever it is that you do. I think ultimately you want to reach people to share your energy and consciousness with them. You want to share your journey with them in a way that resonates. It's not the views, it's not the numbers. That's just temporary data along the way, but that's not the end goal. When you make that your purpose, you become disconnected, because I don't think it's the actual purpose. So you got to figure out exactly what you want. What is the exact goal you have in this life? And simplify it too. When you figure that out, now you know exactly how to spend your time and what to do. And you know exactly what to say no to. You start saying no to a lot of things, a lot of people. Anything that doesn't align with my exact vision, I just say no to it. I don't engage. I don't do it. It doesn't get my energy. Your mind is a sacred palace. You need to be very careful what enters it. You need to be very careful how you spend your time. When you know your goal and you're aligned, you must stay in that alignment. And when you catch yourself chasing the wrong things, getting stressed, frustrated because this isn't happening, come back to your purpose. Come back to your place. How do you know? It's an inner state. That inner state will guide you. Don't mistake it for comfort. It's not comfort. It's not, oh, this feels good. No. It's the thing that's hard. It's the thing that's fucking scary. It's the thing that's going to push you to keep growing and finding solutions. It's not going to be easy. But it's the thing that will feel aligned. It'll feel meaningful. Instead of being afraid, you'll feel like, hey, this is hard, but I enjoy it. And you're excited to do it when you wake up. And when you go to bed, you can't stop thinking about it. You get obsessed in a healthy way. That's when you know you're tapped in. So, if you've had an existential crisis recently, I think it's your body telling you that you need to connect to your actual purpose and stop wasting your time on things that are not aligned. And so this song right here was made to capture that. My music was born from this place. When my friend died, I realized none of this shit fucking matters. Nothing matters. Life will go on. None of this is as important as we make it out to be. No one cares as much as you do about yourself and your life and your dreams. You're the only one that actually gives a fuck. Stop making it such a big deal. It's not that important. It's really not. While you're here, do it. The game of life is to show up and just build the fucking dreams that are in your mind. Make it a reality. And then your time will come and you'll have to leave this earth. And you spent your time doing shit that you wanted to do. And you impacted others along the way. And you made the world a better place. But it doesn't matter. You don't need to grasp There's nothing that you need to have right now that's going to fix your life. It's an illusion.